Hello, my friends. It's Friday and it's time for our live lunch chat. Friday. It's so funny because the store is quieter than usual, and I feel TGIF maybe more than I ever used to pre-COVID. Like it seems like I wait from Tuesday on for Friday. Maybe it's because I know that we're closed on the weekends, and so there really truly will be almost zero work to do on the weekends. I didn't work in the store on the weekends, but being open on the weekends inevitably leads to there being work to do on the weekends. So I really relish Fridays. It's a day to look forward to. So happy Friday, everybody. Hi, Jen. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Julia. Good to see all of you. So yeah, I cast on. Oh wait, well first I should announce what was the winner. You probably all know what was the winner from Wednesday's video when I asked you about the colors of mochi, and which color I should use to cast on Shelter Cove by Marie. And green was the overwhelming winner in your opinions, except for poor Patty Chartrand, who thought that green would look terrible with my complexion. So Patty, I applaud you for being the brave friend to say that, but I just, I'm flying in the face of danger and I'm going with the green. So I'll show y'all. There's not much to look at right now, but I did cast on last night and I got my first few rows of increases done. So here we are. We got ourselves my little green Shelter Cove sweater going on. Little bits of, I love how this mochi has little bits of tweedy fleck. They're really light, so it's hard to see. I know. There's a little gold right here. Yeah. So I love it. It's just light and fluffy and airy and yeah, and you gotta love the Marie Green top-down sweaters because it's just the best way to knit a sweater. So I'm working towards my V-neck here. Can you see it? Can you picture it already? All right, so yes, green was the winner. Thank you all for voting. And I had such a fun time doing that I'm going to ask you guys at the end of this video to help me choose another sweater to cast on. The dam broke. I'm ready. I want to cast on all the things. I've got a cast on fever now, and it can't be satiated. So I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to cast on and cast on and cast on. Okay, so something I wanted to do today to mix it up a little bit is thank you. Nydia just asked about the sunburn. I'm still pretty pink. Right down in the worst of it, I'm really pink. But the rest of it is slowly getting there. That looked really inappropriate what I was just doing. I promise I didn't get close to exposing myself at all. But thank you, Nydia. It's coming. I'm gonna have a nasty peel. My nose is peeling already. I don't know if you guys can see that, but okay. So for today, I thought that it would be fun to go through Saras Accessory Bag. Only it's technically not a bag, it's a little box thing that Kara made me. And this is what lives next to my knitting chair. And so it is really cool, and it is loaded with pockets. Can you see all of the pockets? Deep down inside pockets too. Okay, so I'm sorry to taunt you all with this because Kara doesn't make these for sale. Some of us that went on retreats happen to be lucky recipients of these, and so they're amazing. We call them the monkey bags, and they stand up. They're really stiff and solid, so they stand up right next to, like, on your table. So I didn't bring this to taunt you, but I do want to show you all of the favorite things that I can't live without having right next to me while I'm knitting, and you guys can, see. So I'm sorry, Amber. I'm not sorry. Okay, so first of all, let's see here. This is some chapstick that Marie gave us at a retreat that is such a good chapstick. Who makes Mango Kiss? If you're looking for a lip balm that stays on and feels like it's actually doing good, my go-to is Burts Bees, the regular, but this right here, I love this just as much, and so that is a must, especially right now. And then also some hand lotion, especially right now, just because all of the washing and the hand sanitizer, just my hands are all dried out. Sometimes they snag on the yarn. This is the Naked Bee, and this scent is orange blossom and honey, and it smells like candy. I swear to God, it smells so good. Mallory loves it. She thinks it smells like candy. So I always have a crochet hook in my doodads because I don't really use it for picking up stitches, but I do a lot of patterns with provisional cast-ons, and I don't know. I'm always needing a crochet hook, so that's always in here. On the end right here, I've got my little fish scissors. We sell these. These are the decorative scissors. Like you guys probably have seen the storks. That's a classic design. There's storks, fish, roosters, rabbits. Those are the four main ones. And so that's my favorite little scissor. I love that. And then right next to it in here where I can easily and quickly dig are some of my tapestry needles. I've got both the bent tip and the regular. And so we sell both of these too. The regular is made by Addie, and that's a single. And then the bent tip comes in a set of two from Bryson. Oh, and the crochet hook that I just showed was the Laurel Hill Palmwood, Bryson Palmwood crochet hooks. I love them because they have pointy heads. Let's see if I can you see the point on that? This is a pretty large size. This is a J, yeah. Um, so, but the head is nice and pointy on these, and it's really easy to get into your stitch when you're crocheting, get into that top stitch. Um, of course, I don't know why this is in here, but it's here. You guys see that? That's a genuine. You don't see these very often. $2 bill. I think somebody paid me with this in a yarn swap at a spinning retreat, and it was such a novelty to have a $2 bill that I've tucked it in here, and it's just been in here ever since. It's been years. Okay, moving on. Okay, I can't live without my readers. Oh, these are filthy. They really need to be cleaned. So these are the readers that I keep in the chair by me to work with because I'm old. And they come with a little cleaning cloth. And so I always keep that in here, but apparently I don't use it enough because these are filthy. So we do sell these readers. I don't have them on the website right now, but actually I should put what's left on the website because we need to get some more in. I absolutely love these. They're by Blue Planet, and they donate a portion of every sale to some worthy cause that I do not remember off the top of my head, but like a little wood uh, stem. Is that what they call these? Stems? Anyways, comes in a bunch of different colors and bunch of different. Yeah, Laura, she is so good. She has readers in every color and style.
They make a great
They
hairband
make,
too.
see, that's why I always have my sunglasses on my head is because I want a headband. Yeah. So I have these upstairs and downstairs because I like them so much. And so I've got my needle keeper here. I have a bunch of these, but I usually have one sitting in my knitting bag. So we sell these. These are needle keepers. If you haven't seen these before, also called magic wands. We put some in a bunch of corn skeins. So if you guys got one of those, you would know. And these have little rubber tips on the end that have a slot cut into them where you can put the circular needles that you're working on in, and it both keeps the project on the needles when you put it away. It also protects the needles from damage in your bag, in your knitting bag, and it protects your knitting bag from your needles if you, like me, like really sharp needles and they've poked holes in your knitting bags before. So that's happened. So this is a very amazing multi-purpose tool. This is black, so it's not the greatest color to show you. They come in a million beautiful fun colors, and so yeah, we have those too. Take these off for now. And so then I also always have highlighter tape. So if you guys aren't familiar with highlighter tape, this stuff is the bomb. It's a must have for our Afghan class. Um, this stuff is repositionable. So this is actually not mine. I took it out right when I was packing this up and forgot to put it back in. But the roll of highlighter tape that I have, I've been working on since about 2009. 2009 because it's repositionable. So you pull a piece off, and I like to fold one end under so it's got kind of a lift tab that's not sticky. And so then you put it on your chart and you use it, and then you pick it up and you move it, and you pick it up and you move it, and you pick it up and you move it, and you use like one little piece for an entire project. I mean, for $6 $6 will last you a very, very long time. You guys know what a prolific knitter I am, and I'm working on mine since 2009. That's saying something. So, um, highlighter tape is a must. Another must is a gauge, both for needle sizing and for actually measuring gauge. And I keep two of them because I like the way they work differently. So I've got my shop gauge right here that we sell, made by Katrinkles, and it's got this nice 2-inch opening for measuring your stitch and your row gauge. And then it's all got all of the needle sizes for checking your needle gauge. Super, super handy. And then I also usually carry this one around too. This is the Addy, it's upside down, the Addy Turbo gauge. And this is the 2-inch opening right here on the Addy gauge for measuring gauge. Put that in front of my head so that you guys can see it. There we go. um, so I always have those because you always are going to need to check gauge, and you always are going to need to check a needle size, because when you're halfway through that second sleeve and it just seems like it's coming out a little smaller than the first sleeve, and you're sure you're on the same size needles, but then you just grab your needle gauge and you double check and you find out that shit, you're not. You're getting one size smaller. How did that happen? That's never happened to me. All right, what else is in this fun bag of wonders? Oh yeah, Post-it notes. Post-it notes and my favorite pen. So I am completely addicted to Uniball Vision Elite pens in black. I buy them in bulk. I have them all over my house and the shop and my desk and everywhere because I love how they write. So Post-it notes in a pen, that's a must. You got to like mark up your pattern. You got to leave a note when you're in a book and you don't want to write in your book. You got to do all of that. Believe it or not, this is my favorite tape measure, and it's so generic. This is just the basic Clover pull tape, but it's really solid, centimeters and inches. It's a 60-inch measure, and it's got a hard plastic case, and it's not chintzy. You can tell that it's not going to break when it rolls back. I can see my nose peeling, and it's driving me crazy. Anyways, so it's totally basic, and I love it. You know, classic. Oh yeah, I have a bunch of these. This would be buttered rum lifesavers because I'm addicted to those. You never know when you need a little sugar. And then this, last but not least by any means, this is a little tin that I bought at the Fiber Festival one year, and it is full of my coconut stitch markers. Sorry, I don't want to spill them. So this is my flight of stitch markers, and I dumped all of them in here because that's what I use the most. I just absolutely love them so much. So it's hard to see, but the small ones I'll sink to the bottom. But there's the tiny rings, the larger rings, um, the opening rings, or what are those called? They don't open. They're not. Uh, Whatever. These guys. Removables, and then the triangles. So, and these are magnetic, so they stick to your Coconuts Maker's Keep if you have one of those slap bracelets, and or if you have like a magnet next to your sitting area. It's really handy that they're magnetic, because you know when you're moving them around or whatever, you just kind of take it, drop it, it sticks right to it. So yeah, that's what's in my little that's what's in my must-haves. Oh, and the one thing else that's in here, there's just a small piece in here because I have so much of it in use right now, and that is my waste yarn. I always have some kitchen cotton in my doodads bag for putting sleeves on hold, because lately I've been knitting nearly entirely top downs, and you always need a little bit of or for provisional cast-ons. That's the other thing I use this for. So kitchen cotton. I have some bigger bundles that I usually have in there. Split ring markers. Thank you. Split ring. Triangles. Mary, you say question mark like you haven't seen those before. I love the triangle markers. They're actually my favorite because as you have them on your work and you're coming back around, there's always one corner of the triangle just sticking out right there, ready for you to snag with your right needle and move it to the other side. So actually, the triangle markers are my preferred markers. I really, really love those. Yes. You guys, if you want this bag, maybe we just need to sweet talk Kara into making some. They're expensive. You got to be prepared to pay for it because there is so much work involved and so many layers to make all the pockets and turn all the corners and make them stand up and all of that. So they're not cheap, but you know, maybe we could say, Kara, pretty please. So are you guys ready to help me pick out my next sweater color? All right, so the yarn is tiramisu, what I showed you guys on Wednesday that Jill had just put away. And so I just need your help deciding the color. It's going to be a top-down sweater, and I'm not going to give anything else away, you know, beyond that. But so this tiramisu yarn is wool acrylic mohair silk, and it's subtly stripes. Okay, so we're going to go through 4 colors. And I'll show them all first. Here's my 4 color options. Okay. And I'm trying to like rotate them to get all of the. All right. Okay. So we'll do this one's option number 1. I don't know what their names are. So this is kind of a rosy mauve gold. So we've got a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue, a little bit of deeper mauve, and then of course some kind of gold tones. Okay, that was option number 1. Option number 2 is this gorgeous blue green. So also has a little gold in it. Here we have some gold, some very greeny blue, a little bit of beige, even a little tiny bit of dark gray. Option number 2. Option number 3, this is screams fall and late summer, and we have a lot of gold, a little tiny touch of green, just several shades of gold and green and brown, and it's so beautiful. Okay. And last but not least, the really truly fall color. This is a deep brown purple. I'm worried it's not showing as well. Maybe get back here. Shades of dark gold, dark purple, dark green, touches of brown. It's a tough one, isn't it? So Julia, it's a pattern that I'm going to work on doesn't exist. It's a top-down pattern. It's going to be very similar to flax. It's going to be something that I riff off of flax. So if you know flax from Tin Can Knits, that's kind of what it's going to look like. Okay, so we have right here on the bottom, this is number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Cheese! Trying to make the light give everybody a good shot. All right, you guys. Leave me your opinions, and I will see. I did choose the one you guys picked, even though I said I would still choose for myself last Wednesday. So I will pay attention to your choices. It's tough. I can see them rolling in now. Lots of 4s, lots of 2s. Ooh. All right, so that's everything I have for you guys today, and I'm going to send y'all off into the weekend to do a bunch of knitting and crocheting and relax and enjoy yourself. Stay awake. Don't let things slip by that need to be called out. You know, we can continue to work and enjoy our knitting while we also help those people that are most being oppressed and silenced in our society. So keep that in mind in your day-to-day activities and your interactions with other people. And I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.